have a classic for you, okay? This is Italian comfort food. My younger brother's grandfather, who I loved as my own grandfather and who loved me as a granddaughter, he used to cook this all the time around the holidays. And, you know, Thanksgiving, New Year's, Christmas, my birthday, he would always make this for my birthday when I was younger. And unfortunately, I wasn't into cooking before he passed away. And I never got the recipe. So I'm going off of what I would see on his counter and off of taste. And this is what I found comes closest. So you're just going to need some sweet Italian sausage. If you want to mix with some hot in there too, that's fine. You're going to need some potatoes, 2 Roma tomatoes, green pepper, garlic, beef broth or chicken broth. I prefer chicken, don't have any today, so I'm going to use beef, no problem. Fresh parsley, some Italian seasoning, white cooking wine. Now I normally use real drinking wine, I just don't have any today. And 2 large onions, which you don't see here, but we're going to use them as well. Alright, so let's get started. My first step, you know, I'm not going to show it on video, but my first step is that I would just rinse these off, peel them, and then cut them up into pieces. I'll show you what they look like afterwards, so we'll go on to the next step. The first step is you're going to want to first put your oven to 400 because everything's going to go into the oven afterwards. But you're going to put some olive oil in a pan, the biggest pot that you have, or pan, okay? And you're going to take the sausages and you're going to saute them until they're browned on all sides. I've rinsed and peeled my potatoes, okay? So I'm just going to show you quickly how I cut them. I may need a little more than this. I'll see what it looks like in the pan. So let's start off with a big one. I go with the smaller ones sometimes when I know that, okay, this one's about to be old in 2 or 3 days, so I better cook with it now. Okay, so, you know, a quick tip how to keep your potatoes fresher longer is take them out of the bag they come into. Put them into a grocery bag and put them in a dark, cool place. Away from other vegetables. That's the way my potatoes stay freshest the longest. So kind of what I do here is there's no, you know, I'm kind of just making them like this, okay? Because I don't want them to be too small and I also don't want them to be too chunky. So that's kind of what I do. I just take it and I make them into, not French fries, because the way I cook French fries is completely different on how I cook for this dish. So I may need a little more potatoes. So I just wanted to show you again. So I go down the middle once, I go down, I flip it, I go down, okay? I guess if you were making steak fries, you'd cut them this way too. So I go down, and then that one seems to be an okay size, okay? And that's kind of how I cut all the potatoes. Kind of to look like steak fries, I guess. That would be the best way to describe it, okay? Another tip I have for you, some people don't like to buy fresh herbs because they say that they'll use it for one dish and then it goes to waste. What you can do is you keep them the same one you got it from the supermarket. Don't rinse them. You put it in a little cup with water. Then you store it this way with the bag it came in at the supermarket. Okay, in your fridge, in the cold, not the coldest part of your fridge, but the cold part of your fridge. Okay, and I've had this for 10 days, and I'm not even lying to you. I could smell it. It smells fresh. Then you get a couple of leaves here turning yellow and stuff. You don't use those. But look at all the fresher green ones that you see. And there you go. You're not wasting herbs. Now what we're going to do is, as you can see, I am putting all of the potatoes inside. And I'm going to cook them, I would say 3/4 of the way. Alright? Because the rest of the cooking process is going to happen in the oven. So I put all of them in this pan with the sausages removed. And then I salt and pepper them. And I cook them, and I'll show you what they look like once I'm almost done cooking these. So I kind of use the same method for the onions that I do kind of for the potatoes as well. If you want your onion pieces to be a little bit bigger, you know, then cut them bigger. You want them smaller, you can cut them smaller. It's all up to you and how you and your family, you know, enjoy certain ingredients. You don't necessarily have to always do it the same way. Okay, so I just kind of go down this way. And then the bigger pieces here, like I want them to be in semi-big chunks, okay? Because, you know, of course they get smaller when they cook. And that's kind of what I do for my onions, okay? Not much work. Prep work is pretty easy. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of cutting, but it's easy cutting. It's not tough. And go down there and go down those. Oh, my eyes. Always with the onions in my eyes. Okay, so I do the same thing with the green peppers, okay? I cut them down this way, same exact way, you know. I'll show you once, because I have to seed them. And then I'll just go in here real quick and take that out, and then I'll show you the sizes that I use. Probably a little smaller for my peppers. I would normally use, you know, red peppers as well. Don't have it on hand, so that's what I do. For the tomatoes, I just go down once. I go down this way, and then I make them into chunks like this, okay? That's all I'm doing for the tomatoes. And my garlic, I finely mince it because I don't want big chunks of garlic in my food, okay? So these are the potatoes when they're about 3/4 of the way done. That's the brown bits from the bottom. And now the next step is sauteing the vegetables. Then you add in your green peppers and saute until soft. You're then going to put in your tomatoes and garlic and saute those for a few minutes. Then what I do is, before I combine everything, I cut my sausage in an angle on the bias. It's not fully cooked, and I do that because it's going to spend 20 minutes in the oven and you don't want them to be dry, okay? So I cut them this way. So now I've added in my potatoes and the sausage, and I mixed it, incorporated the liquid part of the recipe as well so that everything could be mixed up. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of this in my casserole pan, put it in the oven that's been preheated at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. And I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. So this is what it looks like. When it comes out of the oven, you're going to want to rough chop some parsley and put it up on the top, and then you'll just mix it. Gives it a nice fresh flavor and some color too. Alright, well, as you can see, it's not, you know, easy, but it's also not something hard to do. And of course, if you're feeding a large crowd, you're going to want to go ahead and double the recipe. That's always in the description box below the video. And now I'm going to enjoy this delicious dinner. So again, if you like my recipes and my videos, share and subscribe and click like and comment. You know, give me your feedback. If you ever try any of my recipes, you know, whether you like them or not, let me know. Alright, well, thanks for watching as always. Bye, guys!